Hello, Freddie.
Eddie! I'm so sorry about that. Come on.
I do have Medicare, yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, agent needs.
Agent, please.
Tony! I don't understand.
That's weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm not.
Are you still there, Freddie?
As soon as you get that renewed, please come back. Thank you very much.
Right now, after 18 seasons, more than strikeouts, and maybe a third World Series ring, Clayton Kershaw says this season will be his last. Extraordinary career and how he gave back. Then President Trump praises ABC for pulling Jimmy Kimmel off the air. With outrage, new reaction, plus the effect this could have on free speech. And NBC4 investigates, uncovers a new twist after a teenage girl was found dead inside an impounded Tesla belonging to singer David.
The NBC4 News at 3 starts with breaking news.
And let's talk about that breaking news. After 18 seasons with the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw says he's ready to retire. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annabelle Sedano. The team announced his decision to retire at the end of this season about 2 hours ago. Kershaw has spent his entire major league career, 18 years, with the Dodgers, who drafted him in 2006. Kershaw is a 3-time Cy Young Award winner, an 11-time All-Star, and 2-time World Series champion. Earlier this summer, he became the 20th pitcher ever to reach 3,000 strikeouts. Kershaw is slated to pitch tomorrow night in the first game of the team's final homestand of the regular season. He's scheduled to address the media today at 5:30. We will, of course, bring that to you live here on NBC4. But for now, I want to bring in Michael Duarte, who covers the Dodgers for NBCLA.com. Michael, thank you so much for joining us.
Always, Annabelle. Thank you for having me.
All right, Michael, so I've got to ask you, are you at all surprised?
Yeah, we talked about that just before we went on. I'm not surprised that Clayton Kershaw decided that the 2025 season would be the end of his illustrious first ballot Hall of Fame career. But what I am surprised is the timing of the decision. And the reason for that, Annabelle, is just last week he made a start in San Francisco at Oracle Park, where he has the best ERA in that stadium against the rival Giants, a team that is very synonymous with him. And we asked him after that start, was this your last start at Oracle Park? Kershaw gave us the same answer that he's been giving us the last several years, which is, I'm not going to make that decision right now. I'm going to wait for the season to be over. I'm going to get home with my family. We're going to discuss this. We're going to talk about it, and I'll make my decision then. So the fact that this is coming before the actual end of the regular season tells me maybe him and the organization got together and said, if this is the direction you're leaning, let's give you a great send-off here for your final start of the regular season against those rival Giants on Friday at Dodger Stadium.
Right, and allow fans to really enjoy this moment, right? So as I mentioned earlier, Kershaw has spent his entire career in the Dodgers organization. How rare is that in any sport?
Oh, that is rarer than seeing a unicorn like Shohei Ohtani out on the field, which we might get, once every 100 years as far as what he's able to do. It's just something that you don't see every day. Obviously, Kobe Bryant is another Los Angeles legend, sports legend, who spent his entire 20-year career with one team in one uniform. Clayton Kershaw now does that. The big thing for me, and I'm lucky enough and fortunate enough, Annabelle, to call Clayton Kershaw a friend. I've been covering him 11 years. Over that time, I've gotten to know him, gotten to know his family, his children. The children and his family are a big factor in this decision for Clayton Kershaw. Their home is in Dallas in the offseason. It's where they like to spend their time. It always sounded to me that if Clayton Kershaw were ever to leave the Dodgers organization, it would be to be close to home and play with the nearby Texas Rangers, where his home is in Dallas, as I said. That way he can go to his kids' Little League games. He can help them coach T-ball and as they grow up. And I think what a lot of athletes have told me who have children, as they get older, they want to be there for those special moments in their family. They want to be there when their kid takes the field and play. And Charlie, his oldest son, or Callie is his oldest daughter, Charlie, his oldest son, they're playing sports right now. And if you've seen some of the highlights of this season, Clayton Kershaw has been teaching Charlie his signature curveball this year and how to grip it. And so I think he wants to be there for his family, to be able to do those things. And rather than go to a different team, he wants to retire with the Dodgers. And for the last several years, Annabelle, these have been one-year decisions for him. He's come back just for 1 year, not for any longer, so that he could decide, if this is it when it comes to the end, and now this is it.
You bring up his family. Talk to us about the impact he's had on not just the Dodgers, but the city of LA. He and his family really gave back.
Yeah, absolutely. Clayton Kershaw's charities, you can see there in the background with the Dream Fields. He's been giving back through that Kershaw Foundation for his entire 18-year career here. That's a charity that him and his wife, Ellen, set up. They've been giving back to the community for kids. They give backpacks. They give teaching and education materials. He goes to classrooms and reads to them. They've been giving back to this community for the entire duration of his tenure with the Dodgers. And Annabelle, when you think of the Los Angeles Dodgers, especially in the modern era, you're going to think about Clayton Kershaw. When you think of pitchers, you're going to think Don Drysdale, Sandy Koufax. Clayton Kershaw is going to be up there on the Mount Rushmore of the Dodger greats. And in 5 years from now, he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer, I have no doubt.
Michael Duarte, thank you so much. And we look forward to more of your coverage.
Thank you, Annabelle. Have a great one.
You too. And our coverage of Clayton Kershaw's retirement announcement continues on the NBC LA app. You can see more of his most memorable moments. Meantime, Mario Solis is at Dodger Stadium getting more reaction for you on the NBC4 News at 4. And when Kershaw himself talks to the media at 5:30, we'll bring that to you live right here on the NBC4 News at 5. All right, guys, let's go outside and take a live look there at Long Beach. A flash flood watch is in effect in the San Bernardino County mountains, and meteorologist Alondra Anaya is here with your first alert forecast. Let's talk about it, Alondra.
Right, Annabelle, and it's actually turned into a flash flood warning, meaning that flash flooding is imminent or is coming. So we are already watching these thunderstorms that are producing heavy rainfall, especially for the deserts and the mountains of San Bernardino County. And actually, so far, we've been watching rainfall amounts between 1.5 inches up to 3 inches in some spots. So that's what's really complicating these rivers and streams across the mountains that are starting to flood. For now, we're watching this line that's producing heavy rain across the San Bernardino County mountains. Not only that, but in the past hour and a half, we've also been watching reports of pea-size hail. That extends into areas like Cabazon. So if anyone you know is going to be driving along the 10 freeway these next couple minutes, you guys are really going to be hit with some moderate rain. So really watch out for that. We're also continuing to watch some showers spread out across LA County. I'll have more information on what we can expect these next couple hours in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll stay tuned for it. Thank you, Alondra. Now to the firestorm over free speech. We saw protests outside Disney Studios in Burbank today. Take a look at that. After Disney and ABC indefinitely suspended Jimmy Kimmel for part of his monologue on Monday, specifically about the man accused of killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk. We have team coverage on how the suspension is expected to impact entertainment workers here in Los Angeles. But we begin with NBC4's Conan Nolan and the late night debate happening across the nation. Conan.
That's right. Fundamental to this is whether or not ABC acted on their own, which they have a legal right to do. He was an employee and still is an employee of the network. Or were they coerced into doing this by the federal government? It was a Walk of Fame dedication for network newsman Chris Wallace, overshadowed by the controversy just down the street at the now locked up Jimmy Kimmel Live studio on Hollywood Boulevard. Among those in attendance, former Tonight Show host Jay Leno.
I think Jimmy will land on his feet. He's a talented guy. He's funny. It's a comedian talking. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
The controversy stemmed from this joke during Monday night's monologue on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show taped on Hollywood Boulevard.